The next main thing we want to do here for our week 1 lab is set up our working directory. That's just another term for the folder on our computer where we want to keep all of our files and everything related to our 178 lab. And the reason why it's so important to set up this working directory when we're working with RStudio is because that is where RStudio is going to look for all of the files and every command that you're running. If a command is to import a data file, for instance, which is something we'll do later, it will only work if the file that you're asking RStudio to import is in that working directory. And so that's why it's so important. If you're asking RStudio to import something from a different part of your computer, it won't know to look there. It'll only look in your working directory or that folder that you're currently in. So that's what we're going to do here is set up our working directory. We're going to create a folder on your computer specifically for Bio 178 RStudio lab materials. So we should already have RStudio installed and open from what we did previously. So if we have RStudio here, what you want to do, and the way we'll do this to create a new working directory is to create an RStudio project. So under the File menu up here at the top, you will click on New Project. Then click New Directory and New Project. Under directory name, what we want to put in is this Bio 178 _ Fall 20 _ RStudio Lab. Please put this in exactly as I have it. All of the rest of the lab instructions will be based on this. So please make sure I would just literally copy this. Don't even try to type it because all the spacing, capitalization, that all matters. So just copy that from the lab instructions, paste it into the directory name, and put that directory here. It's asking, where do you want to put that? Where do you want to make this new project? Put it on your desktop. So if it isn't automatically shown there as the option, click Browse on the right, and then you can navigate within your computer to your desktop. I'm not going to create this project because I've already done that, but once you click Create Project, what it will do is actually create this new folder for you on your computer that's called what we just asked it to be called. So if we look in this bottom right-hand panel right now under the Files tab, we can see that I'm on my desktop in this new folder I've just created, the Bio 178 _ Fall 20 _ RStudio Lab. And so we have that new folder set up now. If we go to step 5 for the instructions, it asks us to download the week 1 code handout from Canvas and put it in this folder that we just created on our desktop. So I've already done that. So here I'm in that folder. I have an .r project file. That's because we just created that new project. I also have this second file here, this week 1 code handout that I've added to this new folder or working directory. You won't have any of these bottom files yet. You will by the end of the lab. I've been working through the lab, so that's why I have those there right now. But once you create that new project and working directory, you will just have these top 2 files once you add this file to that folder. And then for step 6, I'm not going to go into the details, but the gist of it is we're doing this step to prevent issues and errors down the road. So what we want to do is go to Tools and Global Options for RStudio. And we want to make sure that for Save Workspace to our data on exit, we want to make sure that this Never option is selected. By default, it will be something different. But if we go back to these instructions, you want to make sure Never is the option selected here, and then click OK. And now that you have your working directory set up, we are ready to do the next part of this week 1 activity.